Parker. Life is a journey, not a destination. Check out this 411 session. In high school, I knew I was interested in theater, writing, cinematography, but you think, oh, I need to do business and I need to do this and that. So I came here and my major originally was business, but I was here 6 months before I knew I could not stay in that business department. I could not wear a suit every day. I mean, if we would go to accounting and we were like 2 minutes late, he would slam the door in our face. I was like, oh no. I'm way more of I'm an artist. I can't live this rigid structure. So I quickly changed my major, started hanging out in this mass comm department, and this was my life for 4 years. And I loved it. And so Dr. E was really instrumental. I was in school kind of like on the cusp where digital was becoming. Are you guys mass media majors?
Yeah.
You're film. Okay. What are you?
I'm theater arts. So.
Theater arts. Okay, I was theater arts too. I took acting by Carol Mitchell-Leon, who has since passed, but a wonderful woman. But yeah, so I was on the cusp of this digital age when I was here. We were still cutting and splicing film. Avid had come out. Pro Tools, Final Cut wasn't out yet. So when I was in school, it was this transition going on. So even though I learned the art of filmmaking, I was still a little behind the time because it was changing right while I was in school. So I started working on a lot of videos, R. Kelly, Goody Mob, like different artists that was here. And I quickly understood that if I did not create my own work environment, that my journey could be a lot longer. Because they wasn't just like, oh, you wasn't gonna progress working on these videos so much. I was getting the knowledge that I needed, but I knew it was also a male-dominated field and somewhat cliquish in Atlanta. So I started a film company with 3 other partners, and one of them's right here. Jabril is one of my partners, and we started this film company. We bought our first camera in 2005, shot our first film, which was a short film called Get Yours. We premiered it in Boston at a film festival and won the Emerging Filmmakers Award. And that kind of fed into, just gave us a lot of inspiration. So we bought a camera called the Panasonic DVX. That was one of the first cameras that shot this 24 frames per second. If you're a filmmaker, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry. But it shot 24 frames per second, which means that it gave you more of a film look. So we started shooting this film on that, and lo and behold, we ended up in a matter of 2 years shooting about 12 short films, 2 features, and would do the whole film festival market. One of our films particularly won Best Actor at Pan African Film Festival. We won audience awards, a lot of things. But then we also realized that doing our own films wasn't paying the bills. So you have to start, taking on clients. And while we started in Boston, we had clients like Harvard, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Boston Medical Center. We've done PSAs for the March of Dimes. Just Northeastern University, Democratic National Convention. So these were also things that helped us, helped us grow, helped us buy more equipment, helped us make our vision start coming true. So so that's a little bit of background about, me, my company. The name of my company is Original Films, which is origin. Our origin is the Nile. We are kind of a very progressive, Afrocentric group of people that deeply believe in the beauty of Black people and where we come from. So we wanted our name to represent that. So hence Original Films. Let me see, I wrote down some points. Let me see. So I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous, so excuse me, I'm not much of a speaker. But I want to talk to you a little bit about, especially the women, about being a woman in a field such as film, media. It's a hard field for a woman to be in, anybody to be in, really, but for a woman. Not until the last maybe 4 or 5 years that I feel like I really started coming into my own. As a younger filmmaker, especially having 3 other partners that were male, you know, when we would work on projects and get accounts, I would sometimes be overlooked. And even though I'd be like, oh, that was my idea, oh, that was, and it's easy to overlook a woman in this field, but as I grew into my own and started knowing my power, then now it's like, I'm unavoidable. You know, you will not overlook me. So I'm kind of a mild-mannered person, kind of quiet, kind of reserved, but when I get on the set, you know exactly who I am. And that's not in a mean way or an aggressive way. It's just that at this point, I know my business. And that comes from working hard and gaining the experience. And one of the main things that I want to stress to you all is like whatever field you're going into is learn every aspect that you possibly can about the field. Like we had to learn how to become producers. I hate producing. I had to learn how to become a producer. I had to learn how to edit. I had to learn how to make my own website because I didn't have no money. You know what I mean? Like I can call somebody to try to build my website, but they're gonna tell me $1,500. Where am I gonna get that? So I learned how to, and when you learn at all these different aspects of your field, you'll be amazed at where money is coming from. Like people all over going ask me, who built your site? I'm like, we did. Like, oh, will you build mine? And I don't have to, but yeah, because I can put a site together in about 2 or 3 days now. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. You know, so it's not my expertise, but I became somewhat of a master of it. And so that's a very important thing. And I don't believe in having a fallback plan. How people be like, have a plan B. I think if you have a plan B, then you don't believe in your dream hard enough. You know, I never have a plan B. I don't care how bad I'm struggling. There is no plan B for me. I can't work a 9 to 5. I can't push papers. I can't do accounting. I can only be an artist. I can only create. Now, do I have to take another job? Did I have to, work along the way? Yeah. But that work became my motivation. I was a substitute teacher for about 7 years. And what kept me going was, oh, this paycheck is gonna pay for this camera. This paycheck is gonna buy me some lights. This paycheck is gonna get this film made. Our first film cost us $12,000, and we used every paycheck we had until it was done. So let that be your motivation. Don't let it be a fallback. Don't let it be a plan B. You know, you can have several other passions, which I do. Like, I love vegetarian cooking. Like, never did I think that I would get catering jobs because people like that I cook vegetarian and they like the way it tastes. So if you have all these different passions, money will come to you. So do what you love. I know it sounds so cliche, but find every single thing that you love and do it because you can make a living off of it. Like I actually did vegetarian catering for a private school for a year. Like till I got burnt out. I was like, oh, I love cooking, but I'm real tired now. But But that spawned something else because for over 10 years I had this goal to have this vegetarian cafe. So I'm like, that gave me experience. So now we're in construction of our own studio, and guess what's going to be in the studio? A vegetarian cafe. So when clients come in to shoot whatever they're going to shoot, hey, my cafe is going to be open, and they're going to eat healthy, you know? So, I mean, just, so what I've learned, and I hope, and what I want you guys to learn at this young age, is that you are so incredibly powerful. You can manifest everything that you want. I wish that I knew how quickly I could do that as a younger person, but now I speak what I want, and I'm telling you, within a matter of months sometimes, it's coming. And that's because when you start speaking it, the universe starts listening. Like, oh, okay, well, I need to put this person in your path. I need to put this person in your path. Oh, okay. And it just starts happening, and you're like, I don't even understand it. Like, over the fall, I said, we're gonna open a studio. Now, I said next summer, we're gonna find a building. And I looked, but I said it every day. I said, it's time. It's time for us to have our own studio. It's time for us to open our own building. And the building came in December. Like, a deal that was just like unbelievable, like didn't even make sense to us. That went through like a matter of like 2 days, and we were in there. And we're renovating it now. So know your power. Don't ever speak negativity. Turn it around. Speak what you want, because it will come so quickly. You know, and what's also important is look within yourself. Like, to make it in any type of field and to really accomplish your goals and your dreams. I'm not a religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person. And your answers are inside of you. So find quiet places and meditate. Meditate on what it is that you want in life. Meditate on how you can be of service to the world. Meditate on how you want this world to be. Meditate on love and positivity. And that's what you will surround yourself with. It's so important to not look outside for things all the time. Because I believe that each and every one of us are a God body. Each and every one of us are interconnected. And so when you start really sitting quiet and really going within, all of your answers will come. When you have turmoil in your life, go within. When you want something, go within. Because that's where God is. You know what I'm saying? So, does anybody have any questions while I'm right here? Go ahead.
You said you directed 2 feature films. What was the film?
I directed a film called Kwanzaa with the Joneses. Like I told you, I grew up very Afrocentric. So, you know, I grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. None of my friends knew what Kwanzaa was. I'm like, hey, you know, Kwanzaa movies. So, I did that film. It actually screened in a movie theater in Boston. It won Audience Award at Pan African Film Festival. The creator of Kwanzaa, Malene Karenga, we have been in discussions with him, trying to like just make the film a little bit like bigger, possibly recast it and shoot it with some named people, maybe it'll catch on a little bit. The other was the play, and our leading man actor in that one, Best Actor. What festival? I think that was Pan African Festival too. We shot a film called Humans in Traffic. That won another Audience Award. So at this point, we've shot 4 features. We're in development for 3 more. Of course, I don't know, but I shot Ishi's video with Omari Hardwick a few months ago, and Monday I'm working on an artist, Noel Gordon. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, no.
Doing his video Monday, and actually working on 2 reality shows right now. That one already has a deal, a television deal. So we're pretty busy. And, you know, we're gonna try to knock all this stuff out before the summer so we can get back to what we love, and that's developing our own scripts and right now doing our own films. So hopefully by the summer we can get to that. Any other questions? Yes.
While you were at Corcoran University, did you have an internship?
I didn't have an internship, but I worked on a lot of videos through here. I worked on a lot of independent films that came in, and of course, you know, I worked for free for a long time. You know, that was unheard of to get paid. Now I'll call somebody and like, you want an intern that's never worked on a set, never acted, like, that's the first question they ask, how much I'm getting paid? And I'm like, maybe this isn't the set for you. Because if you're not willing to grind for a little bit and actually learn so you deserve to get paid, then you don't need to come on the set.
Well, how long do you think a person should grind? Like for how many years?
I don't think there's no, let me not say that. There is definitely a limit. What it is, I think you should, if you can come on set and know how that set operates, then you know that you should be getting paid. If you come on there, and I wasn't upset because I didn't know nothing. You know, all I have done is sat in a classroom. I haven't put to use anything. I haven't, you know, seen it in a tangible light to know what I'm supposed to do on a set. So I did not mind. But as soon as I felt like I deserved to get paid, I stopped doing stuff for free. So that's what I'm saying, like, that's a conversation for you, you know, to have with yourself. Like, oh, I know, not that I know everything, but I know what I'm doing to a certain extent now, and I know what my worth is. There's a time when you learn, and there's a time where you continue to learn, but you are also giving. You know what I mean? So when you can actually give something to a project, then of course you deserve to be paid. You know what I mean? And that's part of the reason why I felt like I had to start, you know, my own company, you know, because for years I felt like, oh, I'm really learning what it is to be on set. I'm really learning how to operate these cameras. I'm really learning, but still, I was getting offered craft service. Not even a PA sometimes, craft service on set. I did craft service for a year. Like, no, not at this point. And part of it is because I'm a woman, you know, male dominated. And so they'll be like, okay, Nicole, the crew is having boom, boom, boom. It felt good saying that to a woman. So at a certain point, you gotta be like, that's it, y'all. That's it. Any other questions?
You said you were raised very Afrocentric. Are a lot of your films and scripts?
You know, that's particularly why I did Kwanzaa with the Joneses, because I really wanted to touch on that. So not really. Most of my films are Afrocentric, but all of my films have a message. I don't try to preach or anything like that, but we just can't do foolery. Like, I'm too grounded in who I am, and too grounded in who we are as a people to do anything stereotypical, anything that doesn't work. I mean, that's why we refused to do reality TV for a long time. This just fell on our plate of a successful black man who is pretty much building an empire. So to follow him was a kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, so it's important, you know, a lot of people say, you know, stars or whatever say, oh, I'm not a role model, I'm not this. But my feeling on that is that you have a responsibility to uplift, especially the state that we're in. You have a responsibility to uplift and not further deteriorate who we are as a people. And that's just something that I can't do. Oh, okay. Yes.
Just a quick question. Are you apprehensive to hire actors who have like an extensive theater background, but not necessarily like in front of the camera kind of training?
Not at all, because I moonlight as an actor. I didn't tell you that. And I'm a theater actor, and I love theater. There's nothing at all like it. I was a part of theater company in Boston. I'm also a published playwright. So I love theater actors. You guys are very over the top. Okay, so I'm gonna start wrapping it up. I guess I'm gonna end with, because I told you about how I'm a vegetarian and cook and all that, I'm gonna end with health and kind of some metaphysical things that I want to talk to you about. Your melanin is so vital to who you are. Your melanin is found in space. Your melanin is being encapsulated in a pill form for certain individuals. So be proud of your color, be proud of your melanin, because there are people that make a living off of studying it all day long. And we don't know the true power of our melanin. There are things in place to help you not activate the power of your melanin. Things such as corn syrup, fructose, fluoride in water, hormones in meat. All of those are designed to keep you from not operating at optimal level. You are brilliant, you are superhuman, and you are just of this universe, which is vast, unexplainable, and all-seeing, all-powerful. So just know that and take care of yourself. And don't let these things in place. Don't let smoking, don't let drinking, don't let bad food, don't let sugar, don't let any of those things keep you from your power, because it is so vital to eliminate those things from your life so that you can be everything that you're supposed to be, everything that God intended for you to be. Okay? I love you all. I thank you so much for allowing me to come in here and speak. I'm so glad I stopped being nervous. My website is www.originile.com. My phone number is on there. Please feel free to call me at any time. We work with fresh people, young people, hungry people.